Hi, welcome to makeoversession.com. This is going to be a very fun segment. Makeoversession.com is all about improving and becoming the real you. Part of the way that we become the real you is to understand who we are. Now, I want to talk a little bit about personalities. We all know people who they're the life of the party. We all know people who are so serious. We know people who are just right there. We can count on them no matter what. Well, there's a reason why they're that way. It's because of their personality. Each one of us is born with a natural personality. As we become adults and mature and have experiences that give us wisdom in our lives, we borrow from other personalities that we might become more responsible, more loving, more adult. That's what we do. We grow and we continue to improve. But as we reflect on who we are and also how we relate with other people, that part about the interpersonal communication is critical to understand that there are different types of personalities besides yours, because the way you think is this very narrow way to think. If you think everybody thinks like you, it's not true. And so then you're going to have all this frustration and wonder, why isn't this important to that person? Well, I've done so much studying about personalities, and it's helped me so much with regards to relating with people in all kinds of things that I have been involved with. I've done study of personalities that they talk about. They name them colors, they've named them animals, they've named them different adjectives, and I could give you a list, and I may include as a resource on makeoversession.com some of my very favorites. But I want to do some that talk about birds. It's just a great way to show it. And I have prepared a handout for a different workshop that I taught a little while ago that kind of explains these. So this is just my overview, and then I'm going to take each one individually, separately, that you might determine which one you are best. And the reason why this is so important is because as we do makeovers on us with our hair and our clothing and our cars and our homes, your personality will be reflected in each one of those areas. And if it's not, then you're really not being true to who you are. So I have a little picture that I'd like to share with you about these different personalities, okay? One is the dove. One is the owl. One is the peacock. And one is the eagle. Each one of these birds has a different set of personality traits, and that's why I chose them for this particular session. The one that's the dove is peace oriented. The one that's the owl is loyal and wisdom oriented. The one that's the peacock is fun and showy. The one that's the eagle is power and control. Which one of those sounds like you? Now remember what I was talking about, that we become a little bit of each of these things the more that we grow as human beings. But naturally, we tend to have some of these traits more than others. So in the next session, I'm going to focus on each one individually. Thank you for joining me on makeoversession.com. This is going to be an exciting journey.